Executives say it's hard to know exactly where to trim marketing costs because they fear spending too little could hurt a movie's chance at the box office. The Department of Health and Human Services says a study shows in the past 20 years, obesity rates in California are up 22%. No one should be surprised. During 5 of the last 7 economic downturns, movie ticket sales have jumped. That's a trend dating back to the Depression. People have been advised to avoid unnecessary travel with a growing number of swine flu cases. Custom officials are checking people entering U.S. territory on sea and air for signs of illness. So now there's no excuse for anyone not to exercise. Come on down and enjoy outdoor yoga under the palm trees and sunny skies. Currently, Hollywood Boulevard characters do not have to have a license or permit to be here. But if that should change, then it's quite likely that tourists will have fewer characters to view. Some are taking a stand against a method of birth control they consider abortion. Even though drivers are happy to see the price of gasoline drop, the unpredictable oil price still has people thinking twice before taking that road trip. This is Geeta, Kumar in Sherman Oaks for Valley View News. Major U.S. and foreign automaker sales continue to stay in a slump. Last month, the industry suffered its worst sales month in more than 27 years. Compared to last year, General Motors sales tumbled 53%, Ford 48%, Chrysler 44%, and Toyota 40%. This dealership in Van Nuys, like others across the nation, has seen a dramatic sales decline in the past year. Finance manager Jeff Assad says it's a good time to buy a car if you can afford it.
Because of the situation, prices have gone down. Manufacturers put out a lot of incentives as well as the dealership. So, in times like this, you'll see, prices on everything go down as far as, on the cars. Definitely better deals.
Weak demand in the auto industry is causing automakers to seek financial assistance to get them through this downturn. GM and Chrysler, who have already received $17.4 billion in federal loans, is asking for another $21.6 billion. And Ford, who has not yet asked for federal loans, has requested a $9 billion line of credit in case its sales don't improve soon. This is Geeta Kumar reporting for Valley View News. Hungry patrons were willing to wait in long lines to get a free meal at this Denny's in North Hollywood. The long wait time didn't bother people, especially since they were receiving samples of food while waiting in line. People felt blessed, especially during these hard economic times.
Getting free Grand Slam, nothing's better than free. So, anytime you get something free, take it.
It's an absolute blessing. The fact that Danny, a large corporation, can go across the country and provide a meal like this at their expense, it's kind of a sign of hope for everyone, isn't it?
I believe it's most definitely, without a doubt, the hand of God moving through this community.
People waited today on average 45 minutes to an hour to receive their free Grand Slam meal, which consists of 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, and 2 pieces of sausage. The meal usually costs $5.99. The free meal is for dine-in only. Denny's is expecting to give away 2 million Grand Slams across the country. The company spent $15 million on this promotion in hopes to attract customers. Denny's fourth quarter sales were off 6.1% and traffic was down 7.1%. The restaurant is hoping the promotion will help the company lift its lagging sales and traffic numbers.
This is beautiful.
This is Geeta Kumar in North Hollywood for Valley View News. Bright lights at theaters are still attracting moviegoers. They've spent more money at the box office last year than ever before, close to $10 billion. No one should be surprised. During 5 of the last 7 economic downturns, movie ticket sales have jumped. That's a trend dating back to the Depression. It's not just weird guys in Stewie costumes. Whole families must be coming. So far this year, the box office has reached over $2 billion in ticket sales, and the box office receipts are up 14% over last year. It's a combination of relatively cheap entertainment and the need to forget about scary reality. Moviegoers are still willing to go to the movies despite being in a recession.
A lot of good movies are coming out, so might as well go see those too.
Today was a great day to go see a good movie in Hollywood.
It's fun for me because you get to see the old movies and new movies.
Even with the economy underwater, big movies such as X-Men and Star Trek coming out, movie ticket sales should continue at light speed. This is Geeta, Kumar in Hollywood for Valley View News. Every day, yoga enthusiasts gather at Runyon Canyon for free yoga. Since 1999, free yoga classes have been taught every day at the park. These yoga students are happy to come out and enjoy this workout.
I actually come out here from Santa Monica, so it's quite a drive, but it's worth it.
I like the class. It's kind of like a power yoga. There's a lot of push-ups. I automatically notice like definition in my body.
It's just trying to get a little bit more into shape and do a little more physical activity, and this is a good opportunity to do it, and it's convenient. It's every day, and it's relaxing and fun.
The classes are currently offered 3 times a day, from 10:30 to 11:30, 2 to 3, and 6 to 7. The classes are taught by professional yoga instructors who have been teaching the art of meditation for years.
This is based on Ashtanga yoga, which is what power yoga was based on. So it's basically a physically rigorous class, but maybe you noticed all the poses are very basic. So no matter what your level of experience, the class will be you can modify it to fit whatever you're working with.
So now there's no excuse for anyone not to exercise. Come on down and enjoy outdoor yoga under the palm trees and sunny skies. All you need is a towel or a mat, and donations are welcome but not mandatory. This is Geeta, Kumar in Hollywood for Valley View News. Dozens of protesters are gathered on the corners of Santa Monica and San Vicente in West Hollywood, continuing to protest for the second night in a row. Many gay activists feel the outcome of Prop 8 is unfair and not right.
It's the equivalent of if we took every black woman's right to vote away but left everybody else's right to vote. And it's like, why? Why just this one group?
Protect the minorities for equal right for marriage, just like 45 years ago it was illegal for black and white getting married, and now it's legal. Now it's the opportunity for everybody.
We're out here to just kind of deliver the message of love, universal love. It's the ability to love an individual and have that right.
I think we're trying to express to everybody in California that what we think happened was wrong. It was unjust, and it needs to be undone.
This march began after a protest demonstration that was held earlier in the day, where hundreds of protesters gathered in front of the Mormon temple in Westwood. Gay rights advocates are targeting the church because they claim the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints spent millions of dollars on advertisements in support of the proposition, and they feel the church should lose its tax-exempt status. Ever since the prop was passed, gay rights activists have been protesting in hopes of getting the proposition overturned. They plan on continuing to fight back until they are heard.
As we will be marching to Sacramento, if our governor does not pay heed to our cry, we will march on Washington.
This is Geeta Kumar in West Hollywood reporting for Valley View News. The latest auditions for America's Next Top Model have left 6 people injured and 3 under arrest. Thousands of models waiting in line outside a Manhattan hotel started a stampede, leaving clothes and shoes behind, trying to escape the chaos. The official cause of the panic has not been determined, but officials say there are rumors involving a handbag thief and someone yelling there was a bomb in the facility. Creator and executive producer of the show, Tyra Banks, says she was shocked by the incident. The New York Fire Department reports 6 were injured, but only 2 were actually taken to the hospital. Every April 24th, people around the world commemorate the Armenian genocide. Armenians and their supporters want the Turkish and U.S. governments to formally recognize the killings that happened during World War I. We have 2 stories. First, Valley View's Balat Kanian reports from the CSUN campus, then Gianna Gregorio reports on the demonstrations in front of the Turkish embassy.